Again, in today's lesson, we're going to discuss about this. This is our topic: ethical hacking practical tutorial series for beginners. So since this is a tutorial series, so we'll discuss the ethical hacking step by step, starting from the first one, footprinting, followed by reconnaissance, enumeration, vulnerability scan, password cracking, privilege escalation, exploitation, post exploitation, and maintaining access. And finally, I will also talk about web applications hacking. Now, without further delay, let's start with step 01, footprinting. Here we'll talk about some tools like Whois, Nslookup, dig, OneWeb, theharvester, and also P0F or POF. Okay, for this footprinting lab, you will need to have the internet connection. Yeah, since we'll be discussing about footprinting, which is actually the process of gathering information from publicly available websites, okay, or publicly available details or information. So first, let me show you my Cali. So here we need to set, you go to the settings, we need to set Cali to have the network adapter, yeah, set to net. It is actually used to share the host IP address, and make sure that your Kali can actually reach the internet by pinging, let's say, google.com. If you receive the result, meaning that you are connected, your Kali is connected or has a connection to the outside, yeah, to the public network, which is the internet, right? So second is we need to start with the tools. Yeah, so I'll be starting with the Whois tool. Yeah, so the first tool that we will use is Whois. Yeah, so for example, if our target is Microsoft, what you can do is you just type Whois Microsoft.com. It will actually tells you the information about the domain registration of Microsoft, right? So you can say you can see here the domain name Microsoft. It has four name server, yeah, the DNS servers, and we have more information about the domain, when the domain was registered, and so on and so forth. Yeah, country, city, yeah. Okay, then we also have other information like Microsoft email. Okay. Okay, the second tool for the footprinting is you can use the Nslookup, which is normally used to query the domain name server. Nslookup, let's say Microsoft.com. This will give you the non-authoritative answers. The name Microsoft.com, which belongs to or which has the address of 63, yeah, 104.215.148.63 and the rest. Okay, so beside the Nslookup, you can also use a tool called dig, similar tool to Nslookup. Yeah, let's type dig Microsoft.com. It will also give me the answer, telling that I've got 4 or even 5 addresses that actually covers the Microsoft name, Microsoft.com. The A here represent the host, what do you call this, the host address, or the host that represent Microsoft.com. Yeah. And the next tool I'm going to talk about is the what do you call this, the whatweb. OneWeb is a very nice tool that will allow you to grab information about certain website. Like for example, here we put www.microsoft.com. It tells me that Microsoft.com, the country is Singapore, maybe because it has Microsoft has several websites, and the nearest to my country is Singapore. And we got some other information like it's actually running the let me see, yeah, jQuery. Yeah, and for some other website, yeah, you can check, for example, whatweb easy console. Yeah. It has more information, yeah, telling me that it's actually it looks like it's running WordPress, powered by Layer Slider, and also it has JSON enabled, and it is actually stored in the cloud. Running Cloudflare. Okay, and also the IP addresses, of course, right? Okay, the next tool that I'm going to talk about is the tool called theharvester. It's pretty useful tool that will allow you to grab information about domain, email addresses, and so on. And you can, of course, use the data source like Google, Bing, Baidu, and so on. So let's take the example here. Copy and paste. So here, the harvester D minus D here represents the domain that you want to search for the information about Microsoft, and L here represents the number of queries, and Google is our data source, and we can store the information, the output, in myresult.html. Let's launch the command. It's gonna take a while. So while waiting for Google to do the search, you can actually find the information gathering tools here in this 01. Yeah, just click on application on your Cali or on your Parrot, for example, information gathering, and you can see a lot of different tools here. Yeah. Well, notice that we found only one email representing someone in Microsoft. Then we also have some resolving host names IP that represents the subdomains, I believe. Yeah. So that's what we can actually get from the harvester. Okay. Additionally, in fact, if you want to get more information about subdomains, you can also use other tools. Yeah, the tool is not really listed in the application information gathering here, but you can actually search for it. Yeah, let's say just type sublister. Yeah. So if the command is not found, you might want to install it. Let's say by typing apt get install sublister with a 3. Well, you can install it. Yeah. It's gonna take a while to install it. Yeah. Just leave it running. So I've added one more called sublister. Yeah. As this is the tool that you can also use to grab subdomain names. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, it's done, and we can try to type sublister. Yep. So it says that you need to specify the domain. So what you can do is you just type dash D, and then the domain, let's say Microsoft.com. It's gonna take a while because the tool will search, a lot of different search engine, yeah, or sources. Yeah, yeah. There's one error here. Google probably now is blocking our requests because Google is set to restrict this kind of enumeration. Yeah. This is supposed to be the enumeration, what you call this tool, but can also be used for as a footprinting tool. Okay. Then while this one is running, let's minimize this and let me open a new window. And I'm going to discuss or talk about the tool called P0F. Yeah. So this is P0F. You just need to run P0F. If you want to precisely specify the interface, by default is because we don't have any other interfaces. So we only have ETH0 for the interface. Okay, all you need to do is run P0F. It will actually do, listening to our connection or conversation. So you can minimize this if you want, or what you can do is you can just go to a particular website, for example, Cisco here, yeah, or let's say Microsoft.com, and at the back it will actually tells you a lot of things here. Yeah. Well, let's say just go to a website. Let's say just Google it. Let's say google.com. We will use a command like index.php. This is actually a command that will find SQL injection vulnerable website. Just an example here. I just picked one, yeah, which I know. And this is the AT Marine. Yeah, so by default, when you run this against AT Marine, or when you browse atmarine.fi, it will actually tells me a lot of things here. Yeah. So you can see the operating system version of the current website you are visiting, and you can also get more information about others. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of information here being what we call is captured. Yeah. Let me restart this by typing the P0F minus I ETH0. That will also listen to the same interface, because I saw something quite weird. It doesn't actually show me my Mozilla. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So let's see what we got here. So here we can see that the address, my current address is 1N2168. This is my local address. It's running Linux. And let's see what else we got. Oh, because we are running on NAT, so that we don't get anything. Yeah. Anyway, this is an example of the result we can actually get. You can explore more about the tools. Yeah. So the tool that we're discussing earlier is this one, P0F, which is actually also listed here in the information gathering. Yeah. All right. So let's go back to the previous screen. Well, it's still running, so have to wait for a while on this one. Let me pause the video for a while, so I'll get back to you when we got the result. Oops. Yeah, so okay, let's get back to the result, since I've got the result already. So you can see that the tool was able to get total unique subdomains, which is which are about 5,830 domains. And you can see that we have a lot of domains for Microsoft. Yeah, of course, Microsoft, it has a lot of domains. Yeah, you can of course use other domains or other target to search for, so that you can get like a lesser result. So we have thousands of domain here. Yeah. So anyway, um, remember the tool that I'm presenting here is the sublister. All you need to do is specify the domain that you want to search for. It will actually come up with the result to show you the subdomain. All right, so that's all for the footprinting. Yeah, and I would also give you an idea of doing the exercises or the lab. You can actually try to use this one, recon-ng. Yeah. Basically, recon-ng is part of the tools that will allow you to grab publicly available information from the website, from the internet, right? So you can actually find the modules. Try to explore this recon-ng that will allow you to do a lot of things here. Let's just tap help, yeah, and you can see that we can specify a lot of commands here. Like for example, you can show the modules, show, let's say, show what? If I don't know, you just type help, show, let's say, modules. Oops, sorry. Just type help show, it will tell you something. Let's type show modules, and you can see a lot of different modules. Yeah. One of the modules you can actually use is this one. Just an example that the module, this module has been, I've explored this module. Yeah. So for example, just type use and paste this, and you can specify set. Yeah. If you don't know the command help set, you can specify set source. Let's say Microsoft, or let's say Cisco. Not only Microsoft, yeah, and then you can type run. This will grab some information about Cisco. Yeah. So yeah, you can see that it grabs some information about, perhaps vulnerabilities related to Cisco website. Yeah. You'll hang on for a while. Yeah. Actually, I wanted to finish the lesson, but I thought that it's quite good for you to look at this tool, since this tool is also very useful. Yeah. So what I want you to do is try to explore the tools. Yeah. So now we got the summary of 20 new vulnerabilities found. Yeah. Anything about Cisco. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at the command. So what I did was I did the command use recon / domains vulnerabilities xxed, then you specify the source Cisco, then you run the command or the modules. Okay, so these are the results. Yeah, you can have a look at the results, and perhaps you can try to do more information gathering on this one. So what I want you to do, yeah, so your task is to explore what's the tool, recon-ng tool for the footprinting. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. Try to explore the recon-ng tool. Yeah, let me put this in double quote to emphasize the tool name. So explore the recon-ng tool for the footprinting step, and let me know your result. Okay, so I've already given you the examples, 1 or 2 examples, and now it's your turn to actually do the exploration on what the tool can be used or what are the capabilities of the tools. All right, so that's all for footprinting step. This is the first step in our ethical hacking practical tutorial series for beginners. All right, so that's all. See you next time. Bye bye.